car is back here in my garage. The car was gone for a week to get tuned. If you didn't watch the last video where I explained to you guys the problem that I had with my LS2, so I did some cosmetic work that you can see here. I painted the intake manifold. That's basically it. A intake manifold with a throttle body. But I did a bunch of, you know, putting stuff together, removing stuff. I'll leave the link for the video right here so you can watch it. But long story short, I ran out of options. What happened with my car? Nothing. No brakes, no clutch, nothing. Look how high it's having. Look. See? We did everything. The last option was, okay, the problem is on the tune because maybe my car was tuned with a small vacuum leak, which a lot of you guys like. I don't know if that makes sense or not. Trust me, I try it every single thing before. Smoke test, put a new throttle body, different intake manifold, a lot of stuff. I try every single thing. Relearning process, all those kind of things. I try it, so it didn't work. So my last option was like, okay, my car was tuned, was dyno tuned a year and a half ago. So maybe I had a small leak, which I fixed it when I put everything back together with new gaskets and so on and so forth. Since I ran out of options, so I took my car to Complete Street Performance, CSP. All right, good morning. We are dropping off the car today to CSP to try to get fix it. You guys know the problem I'm having. Look, I will try to show here. So I'm gonna put in neutral. Look at what happened with the RPMs. I'm in neutral. Look, it's going up instead of going down. The plan is to drop off the car today. I don't know how long they will have the car. I hope, you know, it's not gonna be that long. Excited, but at the same time, I'm curious to see what's gonna happen. Which a lot of you guys were wondering, why CSP? First, because I know they are very popular for LS and LT engines. And I want to try something different. They are not close to me. They are 2 hours driving from here. And but I was like, you know, one thing you guys should know about me is like, I don't have a problem doing whatever it takes. If it's gonna take me 2 hours to drive to get something fixed or something that I wanted, I would do it, right? With that being said, I want to say a huge, big, a massive thank you to my friend Gary. Gary was an angel in my life this last week because he drove with me to PA on Monday, and he was willing to drive back Friday to pick up the car. So Gary, if you were watching this, a huge thank you. You know how much I appreciate our friendship. You know you can count on me whenever you need it. But that's the kind of friends you guys need around you. So my goal was I'll drop off the car and I'll see how that goes. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it takes, I'll leave it with CSP so until they fix it. So I just missed a supercharged Camaro driving by. So the car is gonna stay here for I don't know how long. And Gary just saw my requirements for it. Yep. What I said, make it gonna burble. It's gonna burble as much as I can. Make it as aggressive as you can. So since I have you here, let me ask a question. Like on the tune, if I ask like I wanted my car to, you know, burble like blah blah blah, is that down on the tune or depends on the setup?
A little bit of both, but a lot of it's in the tune. Okay. So if you wanted to do that on deacceleration, yeah, add that in. Okay. And I can make it as aggressive or tame as you want. So
okay. Should I tell Alex that so he can make a note?
Is this car catted?
No.
Okay, so we can go pretty aggressive.
Okay.
And tell Alex that because he'll put it on the tune request.
Okay. Okay, I'll tell.
I've got like a bajillion cars in.
Yeah, I know. I'll tell him because I almost forgot. That's what I had in mind.
How aggressive do you want it?
As bad as you can get.
You can make it pretty aggressive.
So it wakes up the neighborhood.
Thank you to Gary. We drove it 2 hours. Now it's just, we're gonna wait. Like, I have to wait. I don't even know how long it's gonna take.
Is that a shovel on the front of your car?
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. How we left was what, 20 degrees?
Oh, here it comes again.
Now I got it. Test the straight down. Take on the roof. I got you left. love it with it.
I want the tightness out like that.
Gary's in love with it. All right, so I'll see you guys in what, 2 weeks? 1 week? We don't know.
See.
I hope they fix it though. We drop off the car there. Out of the bat, one thing I like it, CSP, they were very open for things that I wanted, right? So I told them like, hey, this is the issue. I explained to them. I spoke with Eric, as you saw here on the video. He's one of the tuners there. I explained to him, he said exactly what everybody was saying. It's probably a vacuum leak. So I told him like, yeah, I did everything I did. He said, okay, I'll look at it when when I have a chance, because man, they were packed. Drop off the car on Monday. 3 hours back home. I didn't have any hope the car would be done within a week, to be honest. That was me. I was prepared. It's winter time, we just guys know it's winter time, and I was like, whatever, the car is gonna be gone and that's it. So I drop off on Monday. Wednesday I got a call from Alex, which is the front desk guy. He said like, yeah, your car's done. I was like, oh, already? And he goes like, yeah, and he's fixed it. I was like, okay, what did you guys do? No, it was on the tune. Dude, it was on the tune. I couldn't be more happier with the fact that it was fixed on the tune. I'll show you guys here the numbers once we go over. So I scheduled to pick up the car on Friday. But here's the catch though. I have a full-time job, as you guys know. YouTube is not my main thing at all. Like, I don't think you can survive with the amount of subscribers I have. So I have a full-time job and I could not take the day off to just pick up the car, because first of all, I need a ride. So I call up Gary and we set up time. He said he also works. So we just couldn't pick up the car after work hours, right? I call Alex and they say like, hey dude, I close at 4 o'clock on Fridays. I was like, oh, this is not good. But anyway, they were nice enough to say, hey, we leave the keys for you in somewhere. So we set up a key place thing, and me and Gary drove over, like we left here in New Jersey at 4:30 on Friday. So the time I picked up the car was at night. There she is. So I had to do this because the keys are supposed to be here. Oh, they are. Good. Long story short, I could not come here earlier, so they are closed. And
cold start. There's the Japanese truck that got us here.
It's cold.
Don't be a baby. Trouble.
Well, the check engine light's on.
Yeah, that's trouble. We don't want to see that.
I don't have my reader here, so.
There's a low tire, which is alright. Kind of like the check engine light. Go for a romp around the building. good. The tack ain't going up. Right?
It's choppy.
Well, that's what you wanted. The tack goes back down, it doesn't go up. Oh,
what do you mean?
What the fuck is that light coming on when you do
Which
that?
light?
Huh?
Which light?
Yeah. Oh, you know what it is? It's the top of my glass. I'm seeing two lights.
Well, let's go. Let me.
Huh?
Well, let's drive. Maybe that goes away. Okay. All right, let's go. I'm cold, I'm freezing.
Don't be a baby.
We need gas though. There was a check engine light going on here on the car, and dude, at that point I could not do anything because they were closed. Me and Gary just drove 2 hours and a half to pick up the car, and I told Gary, you know what? Let's drive like this, and I'll figure out later. I didn't have my OBD reader with me, and that was it. I was like, let's drive it. The funny thing was, even with the check engine light, the car was driving amazing. It was amazing. I got the car. Sorry, my voice. I'm kind of under the weather. I got the car, but it has a check engine light on it, so I don't know why. But the Burbos, though, listen. I don't know how much the camera can pick it up, but the issue is gone. Everything is gone. But I have a check engine light. I don't have my OBD reader on me, which I'll do when I get home. So I have like a 2 hours driving, and let's see if the check engine light goes away. And even with the check engine light, the car was driving amazing. I was like, you know what? I'll figure out this later. So we drove back home 2 hours and a half. When I got home, that was around 10 o'clock. I was sick, as I'm still sick, and I was like, you know what, I'll look at this later to see because I was concerned with the check engine light. So what I also did, when I picked up the car and I started, I made a video for CSP saying, hey, I just started the car, I'm here in front of your guy, your shop, and still that I have a problem. Just keep that in mind, that information. So I got home and I didn't have any energy left in me to look at the car. That was a Friday. I was like, I'll deal with this on a Saturday. Saturday morning, I woke up and I came here to read the codes. And those are the two codes that I got. P0102 and P0113, which they are related to the MAF sensor. And here's the catch. I just went right through my OBD port and trying to read the codes. I didn't open the hood. So when I opened the hood, my MAF sensor was disconnected. That was the cause of throwing the check engine light. So there was a low voltage because they basically didn't recognize that my MAF sensor was plugged in, and that was the problem. Other than that, dude, the car drive is amazing, amazing. Let's talk about numbers, how much power she made it, and how much she had before. As I said, I tuned my car a year and a half ago, more or less. That was middle of April, beginning of April. She put down 422 horsepower, wheel horsepower, and 399 torque. Just a little more information you can see here on the screen. That the RPM that was 6.2. This was, you can watch the entire video when I took the car to the dyno again. Early April and dyno jet, both of those, they were dyno jet. So fast forward a year and a half later, early December, dyno jet, different tuner, different shop. I don't know, the weather's probably was colder now in December, maybe that helped, I don't know. So she put down 229.3 at the same RPM and 405 torque, as you can see here on the screen. So I'm super happy with it. First, not because the power, because to be honest, 8 horsepower, I'll take anyway. I'll take any horsepower. So let's go for now. She's actually making close to the 430 that I had in mind, that I always wanted she to make it, right? The issue was fixed. Was on the tune. Eric told me like, yeah, that was just revving high. I was able to adjust your throttle body, all your, you know, or your ratios and so on and so forth. That's a little tune talking that I'm not super familiar with. And the other thing is that I asked him about is like, remember that I told you I wanted my car to pop or burble as much as it can. And remember, he asked me how bad I want it.
How aggressive do you want it?
As bad as you can get.
You can make it pretty aggressive.
That's what I got. Dude, and I'll tell you, I love it. Takes a while to get to get used to it, because like every time you let go the throttle, that's what happened. But I love it. I'm quite sure whoever drives behind me, poor Gary was driving 2 hours behind me, but 2 hours driving, I was able to start getting the hang of it. So there's a way that you can kind of control, but I love it. I love it. I could not be happier. And basically the car is back where it was. Chops a lot. All the burbles that I always wanted. Before I did it, but not like now. And she made more power. So it was more cost, of course, because I had to drive, I had to pay for the tune and so on and so forth. But again, the same thing I said before, this is a learning experience. It's a project car. You have to be willing to take risks. You have to be willing to do stuff like that. But so far, I'm super happy with the result. I hope you guys also enjoy the journey of fixing the car, because if you have the same problem, you know how to fix it, right? There's no reason, like even the tuner didn't say exactly what happened, but he said, like, you probably had a vacuum leak, and because all your sensors are good, you don't have anything bad, so that was fixed by the tune. Now the challenge is, will the tune remain good? I'll keep you guys posted, and that's the best I can do to share the entire journey. But so far, the car is perfect, the car is good, we don't have anything else to do it. And now we are up to the next chapter. Next chapter is gonna be the wide body, because to be honest, I don't want to change anything as far as the engine or power goes. I might do it, but later on, when I'm done with the wide body. Now I need to concentrate everything I have, resources, energy, time, on the wide body. And you're gonna ask, okay, what are you waiting for? I'm waiting for the kit itself. I have everything else. I have the front bumper, I have the rear diffuser, I have the wheels, I have so many small parts that goes into a wide body conversion. I don't have the quarter panels, and I don't have the side skirts, and I don't have the fenders. So that's actually what's missing. I'm in touch with SS Vets. Should be here really soon, and when I say soon, maybe I'm shooting for middle of January, but let's see. If you're here till now, you are the real MVP, and I hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you guys next one. Don't forget to subscribe. Never forget, enjoy your life and work hard for it.